Hello, and welcome to the Bellatini Art Studio, where we do everything, including coloring. This here is a picture that I picked out from a new book that I received, and I was instructed to just do something that made me feel happy, relaxed, and so I got started on this background. And the reason why I picked this page is simply because I have always wanted to do a hot air balloon ride. I mean, literally, like at, sunset. And I live in the Pacific Northwest where we have trees, and I just kind of envisioned it looking a lot like I'm about to show. So, getting started with this, I wanted it to be more relaxing than it was. I realized that I am maybe not so good at this whole ink distressing thing. I kept hearing Sarah say, you have to rub it into the pad, and I kept dabbing it. And maybe it was just overwhelming to me. It would absorb the color so much, it wouldn't move it. So I just kept pouncing it because when I started off, rubbing it started off too dark. Now, maybe you know a better trick at this than I do. There you go. That was a perfect example. I really struggled with this almost the whole time. As I mentioned, I do live in the Pacific Northwest, where literally it might be God's country. It's gorgeous every single day, no matter what the weather is, no matter what is going on. And in the Oregon area, every single year, they have a hot air balloon festival. And I've always imagined going, but they want us to be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and out there by 5. And it is pretty far from where I live now. I have lived in the Pacific Northwest going on nearly 17 years, and I still have not gone. And I just continue to put this on my bucket list. I have got to do it. Colors here. I started off with a purple, and I mean, the color is important, but really it's just making a gradient. And I decided to start with the darker on the outside and go with the lighter on the inside. My idea was that I would create this sunset glow, imagining being in this hot air balloon in this beautiful scenery overlooking the most beautiful sunsets. And can we please make it be winter, even though it would be so cold? Because our winter sunsets are literally gorgeous. At first, when I started using this light pink, I felt like, where is this color going? Because it literally felt like it wasn't coming off onto the paper. But slowly and surely, I built it up and got it to just cover it up. I was pulling some reddish, orange colors to kind of create like an orange effect to start the glow. But this is a process. This is a process of many, many different steps over and over again. So go ahead and enjoy the music for just a moment while I get some of this on here, and I'll be back to tell you more. I did kind of want to let you guys know that the Bellatini Art Studio does have multiple different arts that we do. One of those are ceramics, we do fiber arts, we do paint, we do a lot of different things. And we are trying to build our channel here and kind of meet new friends and build a, unstoppable community that's built around art and grace and meeting people right where they're at. And that being said, I wanted to say thank you to everybody that has participated, made it a priority, said something nice, been there in some sort of way. There will be a very ongoing giveaway, and there will be enough for quite a few of you to be winning, like maybe 30 of you, possibly more in the future. But we are so excited. We have to get this project finished in order to get those done. I am so close to being done. But those giveaways will be done in our live videos, and they'll be an impromptu. So you never know when we're going to be giving them away. And there will be different reasons for giving them away. So stay tuned and keep hanging out with us. Send this video to somebody that you know could like it, subscribe, hang out, somebody that needs maybe even just company. They don't have to color. But we like to be up late at night and be a place for people to relax, check out, connect. And I just wanted to let you know what to expect coming up. At this point, I for sure took Sarah's suggestion. As you can see, as I'm changing things out and moving, from one color to another, I've now moved on to a blue color to deepen those edges, but I really wasn't able to get enough pigment on my little, I don't know, doohickey handle thing. So I had to just get on there and just hope I could get all of these splotchy blotches out. But slowly and surely, I'm hopeful to get there. I mean, somebody help me. Excuse me, my jacket was in the way. I have a hard time temperature regulating. And yeah, I get to do everything in long sleeves and freeze to death. So the big question is, have you ever been in a hot air balloon? I have got to hear this experience. What did it feel like? Where were you? What did you overlook? Was it what you expected? Was it better? Man, I need to know it all. I would love it if you'd comment below and let me know exactly what it was for you. So a while back, Sarah took all these distress inks, and cool enough, these things are small enough for the little pads to kind of be stored underneath the actual ink pads. That is amazing because we all know that I am not very organized and I am not good at all of the things. But this was helpful for me to be able to pick them up, put them back on, take them off. It just made the whole process a lot less, neurotic for me. I am going back in here with the pink. I am trying to build some of that glow that I'm looking for. And right now, you're probably like, just get over this. This is never going to look right. And I, to be honest with you, was feeling exactly the same way. This was a physical workout for me, which was fantastic because I have to be able to do more. The more I move my body like this, the harder it is on me. So this was a welcomed exercise. I appreciated it, and I think I borderline broke a sweat. So seriously, are you this aggressive with your distressed inks, or am I doing this wrong? I mean, somebody please comment below and let me know, am I doing this wrong? I'd say there isn't a wrong, right? There just isn't a wrong because art is art, but I am struggling with getting everything to blend, and I wasn't sure if there was maybe a better way. It was my instinct to want to add water to this to move it around, but I kept being reassured that that is not how you do it, and so I didn't do it. But as I started to move into these other colors, I started realizing it really takes a ton of layers to do this and multiple colors. Let's face it, these books are not the easiest when it comes to blending anything to do with anything that's a water-based medium. These books just don't like water. And it's not that this book can't handle water. I haven't tested that yet. This is just a common denominator through most books that they don't like to absorb the way the products are intended. Now, if these books were made with perfect paper for this, I probably would not be struggling the way I am. But, all of these papers, these books, these pages in these books have a sizing on them, and you kind of have to break that down in order for something to work. And boy, oh boy, did I definitely work for this. But I am starting to see my vision come to life here, and thankful that I didn't give up because I was very, very close to throwing in that towel. Knowing myself, I always have to leave room for changes. I really thought I was just going to add the purple and the reds to make the orange faded into this light pink. But then I started thinking about what my long-term goal for this page was, and I knew that I'd be adding those foresty colors, those deep blues. I want to see how I can do these clouds. I'm not sure what the long-term on that is, or meaning I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Do you always know what you're doing while you do a page, or do you just go with it? Because I tend to not know what I'm going to do until I start doing it. But adding this green, I just wanted those edges to be a bit more dramatic. As I'm finishing this up, I start to realize that I really do want to go in a hot air balloon. I've always talked about it, and every single time I see a hot air balloon, I'm like a little kid in a candy store. It's like I see magic. It's like, how can I get that thing up in the air? I know they're dangerous. Anything's dangerous that's up in the sky. But I think that it would just be a magnificent time to see a different way to see the world. I mean, don't you want to see the world in a different way? especially right now in these days. I would like to see anything different these days. And so being in a hot air balloon, I think that that would be fantastic. I would love to go on one of those romantic date night type things with Sarah and experience that. And perhaps one day we will. At this point in my little project here, I was so fearful of getting this on my fingers and getting it on the image. So I kept putting, my hand down and trying to like not do that. I'm telling you, I need some tricks up here. How do you do this without making a mess? It doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but wow, this was, just a different experience. I have done this before, but I've not done this many colors and blended this much. So, yeah, I actually am enjoying this. I could see my gradient coming to life now. And as I'm starting to feel like, okay, I like this, I did realize how much work it was. But by this point, I was starting to like it so much that it was so exciting. Like, really? I'm actually doing this. And I didn't think I could. And wow, yep, scrub it. Don't dab it. That's not the way to do it. Taught myself a trick there. Did you like that, guys? I do hope that you enjoyed this video, my little experience here. How the heck did I get it done? I don't know. I probably could have gone on for at least another hour doing that. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me about your hot air experiences. Tell me about your distressed inked experiences. Let me know how you do your gradients. And just such strong colors. It isn't my perfect, but I'm okay with it. I have a different vision for it, and I think it's going to happen. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.